part 2 of ranking every single Ninjago Dragon's Rising Dragon. Let's begin with the 10th place, the young dragon Ryu from season 2. Yeah, this one has managed to make it up so far on this list. I think it's going to be surprising for a lot of people. But the reason I have it here is because I think this is one of the most accurate dragons we have when you compare it one to one to the show. It just looks like the spitting image of Ryu from the show. The articulation here for the price point is amazing. The only real issue here is the jaw. I feel like they could have included a jaw, but hey, it's still molded in there, so it's okay. And overall, I really am a big fan of this build. It's small, it's affordable, and it gets the job done. That's why this, I do think that did belong in the top 10 to some degree. Ninth place though is going to go to the Arc Dragon of Focus. Now, this set from a front view doesn't look bad, but it definitely does have a lot of flaws to it. I think the color scheme here is good, but when you compare the just downward side, the belly side of the dragon, you're gonna just realize that it's all just the same beige color. There's literally no purple on the downside, and that just makes it look like the purple covering is like a bit of paint put onto the dragon as compared to it actually being a half of the dragon. When we look at the heads, I think the heads are probably the best part or one of the best parts of this build. But I think even those do leave a little bit to lack all in all because of the connection points, of course, using them to get attached there. I think the best thing about this set is definitely the front view. I think it looks good from this angle, but it does still hold so much of critique worthy points. Like, for example, the belly has literally no like solid or smooth studs covering it up. It just looks like a simple plate. When you try out for the function of the wings, you're just gonna realize it's all technic and it looks honestly really ugly as well. All in all, this set isn't bad, but it's certainly got a little bit to lack for it to be any higher on the list. 8th place though goes to Jay's Rogue Dragon, the Rogue Mech Dragon, and I think this set is pretty amazing. It is a mech dragon, and that is already really a cool concept, but I think the way they do this is genuinely amazing. I think I love the wings here. I don't know, there's something about the wings that really does attract me, and I also love all of the just cylindrical details here. It looks like it's a mech dragon. It looks like how a mech dragon I'd realistically imagine should. I love the head here. I think just the lightning coming out of that also looks pretty amazing. All in all, this is again a really just good quality dragon, and the articulation here as well, there's not too much because the front arms are kind of negligible here, but I do feel like the legs do just give this build a lot of just play capacity because you can put it on one leg. You can do a lot with this build all in all, especially when you attach the mech to it. That's why this one's 8th place. Taking the 7th place is Thunderfang. Thunderfang, I have him in my hand right now, and he's a really good build. I'm not even gonna lie. I really like how this just looks villainous, I guess. He has such a cool just design to him. The silhouette here is amazing, but this guy also does have a few flaws in my opinion. Firstly, I know this is part of the design, but he just looks so bare bones that in some places it feels like these kind of cut corners. I think the black on this build does suit it, but in some places, like especially the legs, it's a little too much. Speaking of the feet as well, they just feel a little too flat for my liking. Just a little flawed in my opinion. The ball joint connecting this head to the neck, of course, as well, deals with the same issues because it uses that same exact piece that the Arc Dragon of Focus uses. Of course, it's a little different here, which is honestly better for it, but yeah, it's still a bit of a negative. I think the gold chain here is nice, but all in all, this is just a good dragon. It's not peak, it's just good. 6th place goes to the Wildfire's Mech Dragon. Yeah, this one is the new dragon from 2026, and I think despite the few shortcomings this one does have, just for the fact that it's a transforming dragon where it can become a literal mech and look good as the dragon form and have decent articulation as the dragon, it just when take all of that into account, this does end up feeling more worth it for the price than it initially would seem. I think what I love most about this build is the color scheme. It feels like it fits Wildfire fully. I know a lot of people compare this one to the Source Dragon Emotion, but I feel like it differentiates itself enough to where you can clearly tell the difference between the two models. The wings here are amazing. I'm really a fan of those. I think the articulation here as well just gives it a nice look. Same with the silhouette here. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of that, but it's a Wildfire Dragon. So, I mean, what would you even expect? Fifth place, the Dragon of Life. This one is, of course, from 1026's Winter Wave. And this one is pretty good as a dragon as well. I really like how it just represents life and the forest as a whole. It really does a good job in that. I think my favorite parts here are by far the head. I think the head just leaves nothing to desire after it. It just looks amazing. The articulation here for the feet and just the legs as well is pretty good. The only few flaws this guy has are the wings, or this girl has, are the wings, because the wings, when you stick them out, there's a lot of Technic beam showing up, and that doesn't look the best. But considering the fact that you can just cover it up as well, it's not the worst look in the world. All in all, I'm a big fan of this Arc Dragon as well. I think it honestly does look pretty nice. Fourth place, this is very controversial in my opinion, Eagle. Hear me out, guys. I know this guy isn't the biggest dragon ever, but I feel like the personality he shows for the pieces he has just ends up carrying this set. There's almost no just loose studs on the build where there's something to call it lackluster for. It's covered fully, it's fully just, it feels compact, it feels complete, and it just has so much personality to itself as well. Just a dragon who looks like a master with a literal master who had just made bigger. That's just really amazing in my opinion. And all in all, Eagle just has so much personality to him that I just can't look past not putting this one any lower. Third place, the Guardian Dragon. Yeah, the Guardian Dragon made it this far solely based on its sculpture, and I think that's something we should really commend the designer for, because this build has almost no articulation. It has negligible articulation. The head here is amazing. The limbs here are pretty good as well. I think the few flaws this guy has are, of course, that the legs just have no articulation at all. But when you look at this guy straightforward, just look at it as what it is, as what the design, the sculpture of the thing is. It looks magnificent. It's probably the best looking Ninjago build we've ever gotten, or at least in the top 5 easily. It's that good. Second place, Jiro's Dragon from the season 1 of Dragon's Rising Wave. I think this one is pretty good as well. Pretty amazing at this point, because yeah, this guy, I just don't see anything it's lacking. It's big, it's an amazing Jade Dragon, it's an amazing Lightning Dragon, it's pretty accurate to the show, and it just looks like a dinosaur, which I think is an amazing little look there. And all in all, the design here, just the elemental flow to this guy looks amazing. The color scheme here is perfect. I love those back legs compared to the front one. I think both of them look amazing. You can of course put the turrets on this guy, the weapons on this guy, and that looks so cool as well. All in all, I am very satisfied with this build, and that's why it's second place. But the first place, of course, has to go to the best dragon we've ever gotten in Ninjago, the Source Dragon of Motion, the biggest dragon we've ever gotten in Ninjago, actually. And this guy is pretty amazing as well. Pretty just magnificent, I guess, because when you look at this guy, it just... Oh, this girl, of course, because most of these top 3 dragons are actually females, except for Jiro, of course. But yeah, this is just an amazing build. It's magnificent. It looks just so perfect. There's nothing to lack here. It's just amazing, especially when you put the throne on the guy. It just looks so just terrifying as well. It's divine at the end of the day, I think is the word I'm looking for. I absolutely love those wings. There's double articulation on them. That's pretty amazing. The head here as well, it's amazing. There's a lot of detailing on it. The climber pieces are used here, which that does just feel amazing too. All in all, this is, of course, the best dragon we've ever got in Ninjago. I don't think anything except for a bigger dragon can top this guy. Or this girl, of course. So, all in all, yes, first place goes to the Source Dragon Emotion. But what are you guys' thoughts? Because there's clearly a lot of picks here that don't feel as they match up with the audience, of course. So, give me your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you want to check out part 1, where rank places 32 to 10 or the 11th place, check out this video right here. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.